Today we're going to show you our newest arrival to our inventory, this 1954 Chevy 5-window pickup truck. Underneath the back end here, you're going to see, first off, it's got this custom roll pan with the Frenched-in LED taillights in the back. Just a real nice custom touch here. Next, you're going to see it's got an aluminum aftermarket fuel tank in it, and along with that, you'll see it's plumbed in with an electric fuel pump that's tucked up right in here in between the frame rails in the back. This is a mild Pro Street truck, and what I mean by mild is it rides on 315 60 R15 BF Goodrich G-Force drag radial tires. So again, it's not a monster Pro Street, just nice moderate straightable Pro Street truck. Under the center here, you'll see it's got a 9-inch Ford rear end, and that's posi obviously. It's got a set of QA1 coilovers on the rear suspension, as well as the leaf springs to help it. It's got power brakes, and it's got drum brakes on the rear. So that's all for under the back end of the truck. We're going to go ahead and move up to the center, and we'll get you a little more information. Continuing on with the underside of our 54 Chevy truck here, I just want to point out we've got a automatic trans cooler remotely mounted back here. Looks like under the floor of the bed. And with that tranny cooler, we have an electric cooling fan here back there with it too. We also have the dual Flowmaster exhaust, also with the crossover pipe hooked up to that as well. If you look at running boards and the floors, everything looks really good. There's no signs of rust, no patching, looks to be all original floors, and there's no undercoating. It's just finished off in black paint. As far as the transmission goes, this is a turbo 400 automatic transmission, and we also have, because it is Pro Street, because you are putting a lot of power through the drive line, we have a drive shaft loop here to kind of help in case that drive shaft were to ever come apart on the car. With that said, we'll go ahead and move up to the front of the vehicle and go over some of the front end components. Okay, and now that we're up on the front of the 54 Chevy pickup truck here, again, we're going to go here to the motor. That's a 355 cubic inch Chevy motor, and it's got a blower on it with dual quads, dual 4-barrel carburetors on there. It's also got the block hugger shorty headers on it that then run out to your dual exhaust. This is a power steering, power brake vehicle. It's got front disc brakes on the front. The steering componentry, all the ball joints and so forth all look good. It's got the front sway bar on it as well. It's got, looks to be a stock appearing radiator, but it's got dual fans up front, and those are both electric fans. You've got both a pusher and a puller fan on that. Again, sometimes with your blown motors, it helps with the cooling aspect, but that's about it on the front end of our car. With that said, we're going to go ahead and move to the outside of the truck, and we'll show you all around it. Here's a 1954 Chevy 5-window pickup truck, all steel. This is a fine example of what a classic muscle truck should be. You're going to start at the front here, and we're going to show you. First, it's got this beautiful chrome bumper, and again, on these trucks you have this big grille on the front. This one's painted color matched to the actual truck. You have these high intensity Frenched-in headlights. They will definitely get you around at night, no problem there. We move back a little further, again, all steel hood. The fit of the hood, the gaps, everything looks really good for this 54 truck. We move up here to the windshield. You'll see up above it, we've got this nice sun visor, the chrome trim, the moldings, all in really nice condition. As far as the doors, if you look at the door gaps, you're going to see the front gap and the rear gap are both very uniform. As far as elevations, there's really no difference, no steps or anything in the elevation. Fits just about as good as you can ask for an old truck like this. Now you'll notice that these do have shaved door handles, so to get into it, you either have to reach in through the window or if you lift up the hood, if you would happen to lose the remote or anything like that, lock yourself out, you can lift the hood, and there's a little push button right back in the void here of the fender. You can push that and it'll pop that door open. We're going to go ahead and open that door, and on the inside you're going to notice the upholstery is all custom. It's same color as the outside of the truck. It's kind of like a brandywine color. It's also got some tweed inlays in here on the door panels, on the seats as well. It's got a tweed headliner as well. On the inside also we have all modern gauges. Everything's all autometer, all matched up. You've got autometer tach, autometer speedometer. You've got volts, oil, water, fuel gauges, and also a boost pressure gauge. When we go under the hood, you'll see why you need that boost pressure gauge. You also have a B&M floor shifter in there. That's to shift up through that automatic turbo 400 transmission that this truck has. It's also got a billet half-wrap steering wheel hooked up to a tilt column as well. Again, you've got a switch panel in here that operates a lot of the accessories on this truck, mainly fans, cooling fans, and so forth. Again, you'll see why you need the additional cooling fans once we get underneath the hood. We'll go ahead and shut the door. Door shuts real nice and easy. Moving back the truck, again, bed, fenders, everything, all steel. The only thing that's not steel would be our fiberglass tonneau cover. Again, it's painted to match the truck. This is a mild pro-streeted truck, so you have on the back here a set of 315/60 R15 tires, and then we just move on to the back and we'll show you around the rear of the truck then. The truck. Again, as I said earlier, we've got the fiberglass tonneau cover. You'll notice there's a supercharged emblem, and you'll see when we get underneath the hood what that's all about. But we're going to go ahead and lift up again. Like I said, it's fiberglass with the strut assist on it. We'll let that up. It's got this little handle here to help pull it down whenever you're all done with whatever it is you're putting in here. Now, on the inside of the bed, it's all carpeted up. It's got these little buckles in here. They look like seatbelt buckles almost, but that's what releases the tailgate. Now, there are no tethers on the tailgate to hold it, so you just want to make sure you keep a hand on it whenever you raise or lower it down. In the bed also, there's remote charging posts for the battery and a battery disconnect in there as well. And you have the fire extinguisher. Hopefully you never need to use that, but it is back here just in case. And the fuel tank also fills from back here also. There's a little hole cut out right in the center of the bed. You'll just unscrew your gasket tank lid, and that's where you'll fill it from. So go ahead and put this up, and as you shut it, those little buckles, they lock for you now, and then we'll just go ahead and pull our tonneau cover down. And that's it. Alright, now we're on the passenger side of the 54 5-window Chevy truck here. Again, no need to go back over everything that I did before. This side's the same as the driver's side. Again, all steel, steel bedsides, steel fenders, steel running boards, steel cabs, steel doors. Again, doors, the door handles have been shaved, so again, you have to either reach in through the window or use the button I spoke of underneath the hood to actuate the door actuators. So again, you look at the gaps, again, front and rear gaps in the door, very uniform there. Elevations are all great. Once again, chrome moldings, trim pieces, everything like that, all in very good condition. One thing I did fail to mention on the other side, you have a set of very nice American Racing polished aluminum 5-spoke wheels on this car, both front and back, and it just really sets this truck up. Again, as we go to the front, you'll notice up here we've got a power antenna. That's also actuated off of one of the switches inside the truck. Again, nice beautiful paint, beautiful flames on this truck, the Frenched in, high intensity headlights, back to the chrome front bumper, and that's the truck. We're going to go to the business end of the truck now, show you some of the nice bells and whistles this has. Alright, let's talk about the portion of this truck that makes it fun and makes it what you want to own someday in your driveway here. This is a 355 cubic inch blown small block Chevy. We're going to start at the top and kind of talk our way down and around this motor now to let you know what it's got. We've got the dual Edelbrock air cleaners here sitting on top of dual Edelbrock 1119-1405 dual 4-barrel carbs. Everything's all hooked up, everything is synchronized, functions perfect. Those are sitting on top of a polished aluminum B&M supercharger. As you go down over the sides now, we've got chrome Chevrolet valve covers, and those have breathers in both of those. If we go to the back, we've got an MSD blaster coil back there. I'm just trying to look around as I go here. Looks like maybe a Mallory distributor back there. We've got ceramic coat shorty headers that dump down into dual Flowmaster exhaust. Now the exhaust does not go the whole way out the tail of the truck. It empties right after the mufflers, but it gives you a real nice sound back there. Nice little feature here on this truck is the air conditioning. Aftermarket air conditioning. It's polished unit. If you look back at the firewall, you'll see it's got the aluminum fittings, and I believe those are polished, and coming off of those is all stainless braided lines. Matter of fact, you'll see the stainless braided pretty much everywhere on this truck. As far as on the other side here, and I know a lot of you guys can't see this, but you'll see it in the photos. We took some nice close-ups there. We've got chrome alternator. We've got power steering here. The top radiator hose is the Coolflex radiator hose. Bottom hose is stainless braided line. Also on this truck, we've got electric fans up front here. We've got both a pusher up front and a puller fan. And again, those are actuated off of a switch from inside the cab of the truck. It's a stock radiator, but again, with those dual fans, no problem in cooling. Again, that's a lot of the bells and whistles underneath here. Nice running truck, nice power. You're going to be happy if you decide to take this one home.
If you're interested in the vehicle that you just saw in our video, or any of our other vehicles here at HANKSTERS, please feel free to give us a call at 724-471-2975, or visit us at our website at hanksters.com.